We met, got in a relationship, and got engaged all within 9 months. And now we finally about to tell y'all how.
What's up, YouTube? It's Janae
and Josh.
We finally back with another video for y'all. All of the hoopla that's been going on our social media page has been quite something, to say the least. And we finally get ready to give y'all the answers to the questions that y'all have. Some of y'all have answered them yourselves incorrectly. But here's the proper story for y'all.
Alright, so where do we start?
We met in September, the viral video, which he might just post a little snap there somewhere up in here. We did not meet in person in September, we met on social media. We had been seeing each other on social media months before we even any type of reaction or anything of that sort. Nothing was ever official as far as us wanting to like be together that early. It took for us to establish a friendship first before we proceeded. Of course, because we both are divorced, whatever. I don't know if you'd be considered divorcee. We both are divorced. And since we are, no more wasted time, right? Right. Janae's about to be 30. I don't have time for the games. He's gonna be 28. He doesn't have time for the games. So we made it clear what our intentions would be from the beginning.
So y'all, let's just take it back to, we originally came across each other back in maybe like 2022 or 3. I can't remember what year that was originally. So y'all, she used to pop up in my timeline on TikTok like years before. I was doing church content, she was doing church content, like stuff like that. And of course, being in the same state, which we didn't know at the time, we kind of like crossed paths on TikTok. Now, we didn't have any conversation or anything because like she stated, like we were both going through our situations where we were kind of like going through divorce and all that kind of stuff, so it wasn't like an immediate like conversation off rip. There was actually no interaction at all at that time.
Nothing.
Yeah, not at that time. I just remember coming across her TikTok and like seeing her content that she do on there, and I'm like, oh, like, you know, she seemed cool, but we never interacted at all. There was no conversation, there was no
liking,
DMs,
no nothing.
there was no anything. So then we fast forward, we went through our situation separately and all of that. We fast forward to 2024. It was like a whole 360. I came back across her TikTok again, and we both did this like challenge, this Lisa Page Brooke.
The same day, y'all.
Yeah, we did these
day,
challenges
September
the
4th.
same day, not even realizing. We came across each other's video on the same day, September 4th of 2024. And we did the same exact video. I kid y'all not. I will post both of them up here. We did the same exact video on the same day. And that's what initially brought the attention back, because we came across each other's posts. I don't know if I commented on yours first.
He was watching my stories for like the majority of the summer last year. This time last year, Josh Smith was on my story on Instagram. He wasn't saying anything. He wasn't reacting to anything. We were not exchanging words, none of that. But I'm like, he keep coming back every day and he does not follow me. So what is going on? Like every single day. It was not any miss, nothing. I was paying attention because, of course, like you said, you know, we had all the other stuff going on. So it's like, okay, I pay attention. I don't have as many followers as he do. So it's like I can notice when somebody is on my stuff consistently. And like I said, he wasn't even liking my post or nothing on Instagram either. So he was on my story and everything like that. And I think I had posted that I got posted on Lisa's page. That's when he first was like, all right, or something. Something he said, he liked it or something. And I was like, okay. I ain't think nothing of it, you know, I ain't do too much. But that's what it was. And I think you commented on the video on TikTok. So he was doing like this thing, y'all, bouncing between socials. So I don't know what that was about, but he was bouncing between Instagram, bouncing between TikTok. Then he went on my TikTok video and commented. But this the funny part though, because you know I couldn't make it seem like I was being thirsty, so I had saw his, because of course at this point I'm like, okay, he's on my Instagram, so let me go to his TikTok. And I'm like, oh, I remember seeing him before, like, okay. And then, you know, I'm going through, I'm like, dang, he did the challenge or whatever. He gonna have to post it so y'all can actually hear him, because he be playing like he can't sing, but he can. Anyways, so in the comments, of course I commented at that point because he had already reacted to my story or whatever on Instagram. So I'm like, well, you know, why don't I just go ahead and, you know, do the same thing. Commented. He then goes to my TikTok. I think that's when he followed me. He followed me like that day on one of them. So I'm like, okay, I bounced and followed him on over there, and then, you know, we went on ahead and followed each other on everything. And when I commented, then he bounced on mine and he commented, and then I responded back, and then that's when the conversation pretty much started.
And here's where the thing comes in. When we did like initially start talking through Instagram, we were just friends. Like we of course I would say that we were attracted to each other. Yes, but we did start off as just friends. Like, our bond was so tight. When we first started like FaceTiming and stuff, we could not stay off FaceTime. All we did was FaceTime and talk all day. Like, conversation never died. Like, all we did was talk all day. Conversations flowing. Like,
before work,
it was never
at
forced.
Work, after work, the whole entire day.
Yeah, like,
and it would just be us getting to know each other.
Yeah, we was just getting to know each other and stuff. And like, I mean, you know, you always just want to build that friendship and that bond first before just jumping straight into any committed relationship. But the way things progressed with us, it was really like God sent. Like, it happened at a time where we both knew we needed each other. We both were in our seasons of just like, we knew what we wanted. We had prayed for what we wanted, but we had came across enough phonies to be able to determine whether each other was the person that we really was supposed to be with. Because I know a lot of people like commenting, talking about the time frame and like in 9 months and all that, you don't know this person and that this and all that.
And our fellow brothers and sisters, especially in Christ, you know, if this is your story and it's really similar, you know what we're talking about. First off, because we want this to be more descriptive so it will make sense. It still won't for some of y'all, and that's okay. But intentionality was a major thing, like, for me and for him. Like, straight off rip, it was like, once we started having more conversation and knowing like, well, okay, I mean, I don't really want to be your friend. I don't really want you to be my friend. Everything was like, it was mutual, but it wasn't just like, all right, so we just gonna do this because, you know, we don't got nothing else to do. No, it wasn't nothing like that. It was literally like, sit down, praying. Maybe I could take a picture, he could post it in here or whatever, so y'all can see in black and white the date that I wrote it down, where I specifically prayed. It was me and someone else on the phone line. The chapters, y'all, as things start to progress, you will see who your real people are and who is not supposed to be in the sector or the close circle. But anyways, that specific day, I was basically led to just take that moment to really figure out, is he a waste of time? I already knew. Deep down, I already knew. It was just like, okay, but God, I need you to like tell me. And so like tell me, okay? Not even 24 hours, y'all. Not even 24 hours. I can remember waking up the next morning and like, without me even having to say what I prayed, he came to me and said what he was just talking to God about. And it was literally the same thing that I prayed. And I kid you not.
And that's what a lot of people won't understand about our relationship. We were so tapped in with God, like we prayed for this and we got confirmation on multiple occasions.
Strangers,
like random people, we got confirmation first of all for ourselves, like direct confirmation from God on our relationship. Not only from like, you know, hearing God give us confirmation ourselves, but through pastors and bishops and prophets. We're getting called out at church. Now, mind you, at this point, the first time we got called out by a prophet, we weren't even in a relationship yet.
Oh yeah, he hadn't even asked me to be his girlfriend yet.
I didn't even ask her to be my girlfriend yet, and we got called out by this prophet. And she literally already knew, basically, that we were supposed to be together. She called her out first, and she was like, "You married?"
And the whole church,
everybody had already looked around because
everybody knew.
They already knew what we had was real. So everybody turned around and looked at me when she said that. But she said, "What you say? Like what? Not yet, or something like that?"
I was like, "Not yet." And then she had asked if he was there or something like that, and I was like, "That's him right there." Like, and it was something else that she said, and it was like a joke or something. I remember everybody like laughing or something. But yeah, it was along those lines.
But yeah, so like she had called it out, and she was like, she called me up there and made us hold hands and stuff, and she was like, "I don't see any division in y'all union." And she said that basically like when y'all take that next step towards marriage and everything is gonna just
be easy
like that.
It's gonna pick up.
And we just sitting there like, dang, because like this is what we prayed about.
And we've already had conversations. Me and him had already had conversations like, once we do this, once we do that, everything's gonna be easy. Like, we're not gonna have to have the pressures of certain things. And he's doing his big one. That's all I can say.
So that's leading up to me asking her to be my girlfriend. So from September to January, we weren't even in a relationship.
No.
That was basically just us getting to know each other. So September, October, November, December, January. That's 4 months, right? So we was getting to know each other.
And honestly, if y'all think that 9 months is shocking, you'd really be surprised if he moved on his timeline. So many other things impeded upon the process for real, with me being his girlfriend, with me being a fiance, all that type of stuff. So much interrupted it. I mean, but the timing is what it is. Like, I mean,
and
it would have been sooner.
I gotta address this now because people keep talking about the time frame between us meeting and us going on our first date. First of all, we did not live in the same city. We lived about 2 hours away from each other. And if y'all meet somebody and go on a date with them the next night, y'all weird. There's no way. You don't even know this person. It's a complete stranger. Like, get to know a person first of all, and second of all, we was long distance. So, with that being said, that answers that question, because I see everybody like, if you were so intentional, why take you a month to go on a date with her? Like,
and child, at the end of the day, I'm the one that's with him. So
that don't matter.
It really doesn't.
But so January 25th, this was about a week or so after the prophet gave us confirmation, after we already received our confirmation, everything about us being together. I asked her to be my girlfriend. We went out to a nice little romantic dinner date, and I bought her a ring as a symbol of, my love and everything, and just basically, securing the bag. Like, will you be my girlfriend? We be in a committed relationship, you know what I'm saying? Like, at this point, we know what our next step gonna be after that.
We also have been exclusively dating way before then.
Right, so let's clean the timeline up. So September 4th, we met. We started exclusively dating about middle of October. It was just me and her exclusively dating. We went on our first major date October 22nd. January, that's when the prophet, we had already received our confirmation from God, but then that's when the prophet had called us out and gave us more confirmation. January 25th, I asked her to be my girlfriend. So coming from January 25th, the time between that and when I asked her to be my girlfriend to when I asked her to be my wife, basically that whole time was still getting to know each other. Even then, we were still getting so much confirmation from God, because at that point, I guess even with me asking her to be my girlfriend, it was kind of like, because we weren't moving on everybody else's time, everybody else thought we were moving too fast. And it's like, bro, we're about to be 30 years old. Not saying to rush into nothing, but I'm saying we're about to be 30 years old. We know the decisions that we need to make.
And we know what it is that we want. And keep in mind, because this is a quick little nugget for people, because we know that this is a very popular topic, but a lot of people don't have not really the courage, but sometimes people just don't want to deal with the backlash that you get. We personally don't care. When it comes to knowing what it is that you want, who knows better than the people that already went through the crap, what they want? Would you go and you make the same mistake twice? Absolutely not. When it comes to knowing the pain and things that you dealt with, nobody can tell us what stings more than we can. So if it's not a fear of ours, it should not be a fear of anyone else's. Okay? Just want to throw that in there. People gonna say what they gonna say. They gonna think what they gonna think. You do, especially if you know what instructions that you got, because low-key, sometimes you make things worse on yourself when you don't move when you know that you should. And honestly, we really didn't, considering other people.
Yeah. We were so busy trying to make other people happy that we prolonged what
our process
God had already told us to do. Like I said, we had confirmation from God himself. We had confirmation from so many other people.
And I mean blunt to the point of, so what are you waiting on? Every single time it was, so what are you, so you can just go and do this. You can go and like.
We literally had somebody tell us, next time I see y'all, have a date. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, that's crazy, because at that time when I was told that, I was suffering from trying to get certain people to agree with our decision to be together.
And every time something would happen that could have broke us or made us be like, I don't know. Every time, not even 24 hours later, something would happen on a Saturday night, Saturday evening, by Sunday morning, before noon, we would have a word. Don't let this throw you off. Don't let this do this and that. We ain't gonna tell everything. We can't share everything with y'all. But it wasn't, would nobody know it but God.
So that's when it really escalated. Things got really, really bad. Like, certain people didn't agree with what we had going on. They didn't agree with our decision making. And it really got tough. Like, it got tough. If we were both weak people, we would have left each other alone. If we both weren't tapped in with God and like and praying and stuff like that, we would have literally been like, maybe this is a sign we shouldn't be together. But it takes a different level of literally being tapped in to understand if you're supposed to be there or not. Like, it's kind of hard. It's kind of a thin line, but you really have to know for yourself what God told you to do and follow that.
And because once you experience knowing and choosing the opposite of what he said, and you see the fruit that come with that, we know what that was like. Losing stuff, can't keep no job, can't do this, can't do that. And this was before marrying both of our exes.
Yeah.
Losing stuff, can't keep this car, can't do that, can't eat, you're looking crazy, you losing weight, you face breaking out, you in the hospital. I mean, I was on crutches and all type of stuff. It's unheard of. Like, we can get y'all that real, that's what y'all want for real. But we know even before the stuff, man, listen.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of our time between January to June, we just spent a lot of time trying to accommodate other people, and to get them to believe in what we had and get them to understand our timeline, when we were really wasting our time with people who would never understand us. But it's okay to me. I'm fine with it, because those same people are gonna try to jump ship when they start seeing the fruit.
And people are so quick. We get a lot of the, have you seen them in this season? Have you seen them in that season? Y'all be surprised the things that we have seen on each other's end, whether it was emotionally, whether it was trigger certain things. Because, you know, people love to say, well, you don't know a person that fast. And listen, again, this is not Josh and Janae's first time, okay? This is not Janae and Josh and Janae first time, okay? We know a little something. We do. And if you never have been divorced, heavy on that. If you ain't never been divorced, that is not grammatically correct, but right now I do not care. If you have never been divorced, your verbal deposits are very limited on being receptive, okay? Because it's a place you've never been, and that goes beyond just being divorced. If it's a journey you ain't never walked down, be slower to comment on it. I'm saying it very stern, because I mean what I'm saying. People do it too much. Y'all be real loose with the lips and the fingers. But if you ain't never experienced it, keep your mouth off that. You might want to. I have once sat in the seat of y'all, because it'll be like, well, why would they do that? And they did this. You don't even know what you're talking about. It's very easy to be loose with your comments when you ain't never been in nothing. You don't know what it feel like. Nobody know. Like, we're both young. I don't have children. He does. There's certain things that I'm sure people would say you can't comment on because I don't have any biologically. Janae knows a little bit about something. It may not be a biological parent, but I do know about parenting. This is my second go around with being a stepmom. So it's certain things that you know what I'm saying? We've seen a lot. Some people gonna still watch. Be like, well, if you seen that much, then that ain't no red flag? No. Darlings, it's not.
And that's the thing. Some people, you got to be able to know how to defer a red flag from just a flaw, period.
Yeah.
Like, everybody is flawed. You're not going to find a perfect person.
And two lives
the only thing
together.
that makes your partner and you perfect is you guys knowing each other's flaws and continuing to choose each other every day.
That's it.
That's what makes y'all perfect for each other. Neither one of y'all are perfect, but that's what makes you perfect for each other. So at the end of the day, I've learned enough about her to know for a fact I can deal with her for the rest of my life. Like, this is the love of my life. She ain't too much for me. I can handle this. Like, this is it. She's loyal to me. She prays for me. She takes care of me. Like, all that. Like, this is everything that I wanted. So why would I throw that to the side just because I see one issue that can easily be adjusted? Or, like, y'all be looking for perfection. That's y'all problem. Some of y'all gonna be single forever looking for that. You not gonna find perfection.
Literally.
You're not. You better find that, get that good 80%.
And not only are some people looking for perfection, but so many people stray away from their own flaws. You have to be willing to look at yourself. It may not feel good. And I was gonna do a video about this, because everybody yaps. We watch the Pop the Balloon Challenge a lot. Everybody yaps, being that they want communicators and people that can hold themselves accountable. No, you don't. Because the second somebody tell, and it may not feel good, because there's times where I'll be like, dang, he right again. I'll be quiet.
Nah, one thing a healthy relationship gonna make you do it is
see yourself.
See yourself.
See yourself.
It's definitely gonna make you look yourself in the mirror and be like, dang,
that's really me for real.
Like, maybe I do need to adjust that. Like,
Yeah.
It definitely makes you, and that's all we've been doing this whole time. Since we've gotten together, like we look at our own stuff, be like, dang, like maybe that wasn't right. I've been doing this all this time, and maybe that just wasn't right. Like, let me fix that. Let me adjust that.
And it's very good because everybody keeps talking about how fast it is, but when you get to see how important family dynamics and things are in a relationship, that all feeds into it as well. Don't ever think because you have cut your family off or this, that, and the third, the blood is still flowing through your veins, okay? There's certain things that people try to dial down on purpose. It ain't gonna always be quiet because that person that you spend so much time with, they gonna be the one thing. And I just saw a video Preston Perry was doing it, or had put up, and he was talking about that same thing. Like, your spouse is gonna be the one. It's not that they're wounding you. He put it in such a good way and said that it's not that they're wounding you, but what they're doing is exposing the wound that was already there so that you can actually heal it this time. Because before you just had a Band-Aid on it, that's not treating it. That's not, giving it that space, because sometimes it gotta be open a little bit, and hey, that's what that partner is going to do.
And that's the other thing, because people keep saying like, oh, you need to heal before you do this, and you need to do this before you. Sometimes it takes your person to help you heal certain wounds. Some things is not going to be healed before you go to the next person. Some things take that, and God knows what he's doing when he do that, because sometimes it takes that extra love and affection and that grace and stuff to be able to help you heal those wounds. And when that happens, God sends you a special kind of person to be able to deal with that, to be able to help you get through those situations.
Not everything is a red flag.
So I feel like, and that's with us too, with us both going through divorce in the past and all that. Like, there's things that we helped each other heal from. Like, there's things that we help each other come through and like deal with certain situations that she's dealt with that I don't know how she would have got through it if I wasn't around. And that ain't to my own horn, but it's like I'll be looking at it from the outside like, this what been going on the whole time? Like, that's not okay.
You okay?
Like, is you good? I see why, certain ways you carry certain traits, and it's because you've been dealing with this for so long, and now I'm here to pull you out of that. And yeah, so like, that's where we spent a lot of our time between January and June before I asked her to be my wife. It's like cracking down on those like wounds and things that we needed to, work on and fix and address before marriage and all of that. And like I said, it was only 9 months. Yep. So a lot of people would say it's too fast. Some people say that is right, that it's the right timing. But at the end of the day, God ordained it. He gave us confirmation, and we ran with it. We obeyed God. So I wouldn't go to hell for disobeying God because of what man think. Y'all can think whatever. It's about what God said.
Nobody say what it is that he said.
Yeah, that's the thing. And sometimes God gives you confirmation, and he won't give the rest of the people around you that confirmation. So they will never understand why you made the decision that you made. But what you got to do is stand firm in your belief and what God has told you to do and go with it.
And like I said in my TikTok recently, that if you ever want to know if a person's supposed to be in your life, check the record of how long they've been there and what fruit has come out of that. Because rotten fruit is still fruit too. So you may think that what's right or whatever is good for you until you start seeing the substance that you're receiving back. And we know what that looks like already. We know what that looks like. That has not been that over here. It hasn't at all. We don't have to worry about none of the stuff. Like, the things that people would expect us to be like, what? Because we went through certain things. I don't have those fears. And if I did, I shouldn't be here at all, because now I'm wasting his time. And now I'm using him as a cover-up. That's not what this is.
We've heard so many negative things. We've heard, and you would be surprised the people that were telling us these things. I'm not even going to go into all of that, but just know it's really deep.
Yeah.
The people that were telling us these things, let alone that enough is crazy. Like, it blows my mind. Honestly, I feel like the people who said the things is worse than what they were saying. Like, I would expect that from a stranger. But somebody that's that close to say things like he just a rebound or like a cover up and all that kind of stuff, like that stuff, man.
Oh no, I don't have a brain. We don't have brains. Like, we didn't go through things that we went through.
All I'm gonna say is, because I ain't even going into all that, but the people who picked that side of the fence, they're gonna stay there. because when they start seeing the fruits and everything that we bear and the success that we have together and all of that stuff, they just can't eat at the table with us.
Nothing proven, everything's shown. That's all.
And so it got to the point where everything was so transactional. Like transactional, is that a word?
Yes.
Everything was so transactional because we would hear things like, well, if that's the route you're gonna choose, don't expect no help from us.
This for that, that
it's
for
like,
this.
I cannot believe that people that were so close to us would think like that, just based off of us choosing each other and choosing real love. That's what is really like scary, because it's like you got to really pick and choose who can be in your circle and who can't be in your circle. So yes, it's been a struggle,
and it's very hard when it seems like you're at the happiest place of your life, because I've never experienced the things I've experienced with this man. That's not boosting. Like, I'm sitting here confident as I can. I have never experienced the things that I've experienced with him by my side.
Neither one of us have.
Yeah,
neither one of us have experienced the things that we're experiencing
and
now.
we both went through you real? Like,
yeah.
You sure you don't? We did all of that. Everything that y'all think, I don't know how about it'll
but
be
just
love
because
bombing.
we didn't do that as long as what people would expect us to do it.
Yeah. Or they not seeing that many stories. But we had those thoughts. We're human. We went through the pain, but I'm not gonna hold him accountable for things that other people have done. Neither should, like, that's not fair. That's not, no. And we shouldn't even be you shouldn't even be doing it.
If you're going into a new relationship
shouldn't even be doing
with that mindset, you might as well not even do it, because you're wasting that person's time.
Yeah. You need
now
to
that's
heal.
how you know you need to heal. So like I said, it's been it was a struggle, not between us, but around us. Like, we were struggling to try to make other people happy while still making each other happy.
Our happiness. That's not your job.
It's literally impossible to make everybody else around you happy
or see
so
what's good for you. And
honestly, at the end of the day, it is what it is. That was like a short piece of, our 9-month span. If y'all do, have any more questions or anything, we will answer majority of them. We don't answer ignorant stuff, so don't ask ignorant questions. But if you really legit got a real question, feel free to ask. Like, you can drop in the comments, ask us whatever question you want to know, and we'll answer. We can make videos about all of that. We don't have a problem with that. We just wanted to really talk about the realness of our story and how we came together and what we had to deal with in those 9 months. Now we're here, we're engaged, and just living our happy life, seeing where God takes us next. We did just hit 2,000 subscribers recently, so we really appreciate y'all for the subscriptions. We appreciate the love that y'all been showing us. We went from 500 to 2,000 in a week. So we do appreciate that. We gonna keep going up, keep telling our story, the realness behind it, and just keep being us. Like, and that's all we can be.
On the positive side, thank y'all for the encouraging words, the congratulations, all that type of stuff. I mean, like, because we really do have people that, like, engage with us heavy for real. Even
we don't want to speak all on the negative.
Not all on the negative.
A lot of positive
we did have to address some things, though. We did want to make sure that we did, because it's crazy. But we do appreciate all the love, support, the shares, all of that type of stuff. Any interaction that y'all have with us, if you see us out in public, don't be afraid to speak to us. We not even like that for real. I mean, we'll dap you up, show you some love, whatever. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. But we appreciate it.
We definitely hope y'all enjoyed this little, like, dialogue of us telling our story and the realness about our relationship and everything over the past 9-10 months. We hope y'all liked the video. Like I said, if y'all got any questions, drop it in the comment below.
Any videos or topics y'all want us to do, we'd be more than happy to. Please drop those ideas. Whether it's about us being divorced, married young. We both were married at 20. We both got married at 21 years old. We both did. We are not the same age. Like I said earlier, we are not the same age. We both got married at the age of 21. Very strange that the stuff it's crazy, y'all. We have to go into
we're gonna have to say that for another video. If y'all want to see that, so let us know. Drop comments down below if y'all got questions or anything. If y'all enjoyed the video, make sure y'all like. Make sure y'all share this video with everybody and all of that. Make sure y'all subscribe.
Yes.
Hit that post notification bell so y'all can see our videos as soon as we post. Because we're gonna be dropping some really good content for y'all.
Real soon.
Yeah, real soon. We about to move. We got a whole bunch of stuff coming up. So
heavy on that. We about to move. Just in case you didn't hear.
Y'all just stay tuned, man. So we love y'all. We appreciate all the subscriptions, all the love y'all been showing on not just here, but TikTok, Instagram.
Yeah, because my baby is over 150K on TikTok. Like, what? We going up.
Yeah, so y'all get us to 150K on here. How about that?
Yeah. Give me the 20K on TikTok. The heck? I'm right there.
So yeah, y'all stay tuned. We got more videos coming for y'all, more good content for y'all. And let us know how y'all like this new like cinematic look. Tell me how y'all, yeah, that's me right there. I be putting in that work on my soul. So yeah, we'll see y'all in the next video.
Bye.